Have you ever wondered why Election Day is always on the first Tuesday after the first Monday of November? Here's the deal. It's because way back in 1845, Congress decided November was the most convenient month for farmers after the growing season was over and the harvest was in. And because it sometimes took days to get to town where the polling place was, they picked a Tuesday. That way voters wouldn't have to start their trip on a Sunday. So here we are 166 years later, and we're still voting on a Tuesday. All right, so you're scratching your head and wondering why? That's exactly what a group of people from the Why Tuesday campaign are asking, and Jacob Soboroff is their executive director. He joins us now to fill us in. So, Jacob, why have the rules around this vote not changed and stuck around so long, as modern-day society has obviously advanced from having to worry about our harvest and leaving from home on a Sunday night to get somewhere by Tuesday?
Hey, Thomas, good to be with you again. I think that the reason that Election Day has been where it's been for 166 years, exactly as you said, is because every member of Congress, every president of the United States that's been elected over the last 166 years has been elected on the Tuesday after the first Monday in November. Thomas, if I asked you to reapply for your job using a different job application from the one you used on the day that you applied for your job, would you want to do it? Probably not, because that means that the rules have changed. You already got your job once, and it worked for you the first time around. I think a lot of members of Congress have the same way of thinking about moving Election Day from Tuesday to the weekend, where it would make voting so much easier for so many Americans.
All right, let's talk about that, though. Moving it to the weekend, how possible is that, especially when we have holidays that are, religious holidays, Saturday and Sunday, that are different for religious sects around the country?
Yeah, no, that's a very valid point, Thomas. In the Weekend Voting Act that's been put forward in Congress by Steve Israel, the congressman from Long Island, and Herb Kohl, the senator from Wisconsin, it calls for moving Election Day from the Tuesday after the first Monday in November to Saturday and Sunday over a 24-hour period, accounting for that very thing. So if you would have a problem voting on Saturday, you could vote on Sunday, and if you had a problem voting on Sunday, you could vote on Saturday. It's as simple as that.
And real quickly, Jacob, the voter ID laws disenfranchise voters around the country. How does that play into the movement of Why Tuesday?
Well, I think that any attempt to restrict voter participation plays into what we're doing. What we're saying is, let me paraphrase Chris Rock. I won't do him justice, but he said, why do we vote on Tuesday? They don't want you to vote on Tuesday. If they did, they wouldn't do it on a Tuesday in November. Have you ever been to a party on a Tuesday in November? No, of course not. Nobody would come. It's the same thing with voter ID. These are things that are trying to restrict access to the polls. I was in North Dakota on last Election Day. It's the only state without voter registration. There, the Secretary of State said to me, dead people don't vote in North Dakota. If you don't need voter registration in North Dakota, voter ID, you don't need it in these states around the country.
You are quite the man to quote Chris Rock and not cuss on our air live. Jacob Soboroff. Thanks so much, Jacob. Good to see you.